Hello everyone, I figured that I would showcase the process for using the JFJ Easy Pro on this stack of loose PS2 disc games that need to be resurfaced. In front of me I have the JFJ Easy Pro, a coarse rotary waffle pad, a bottle of McGuire's Plastex as the compound to utilize, the JFJ Easy Pro plugged in to resurface, group of games, two microfiber cloths, one for using to clean off the original pad, the other just for general polishing, and a small sprayer of water. First off, given that I have not used this any time recently, apart from standard testing, I need to mist off the surface so that way it is somewhat damp. That way it's not too stiff whenever it's being utilized. One tip that I've seen in regards to utilizing the JFJ Easy Pro is to use a small microfiber cloth and cut a small circle to fit over the ring to make it so that the compound for polishing doesn't constantly get on the ring of the disc that's being cleaned. I suppose the best process would be to start by getting some of the games started. So I am going to start by doing the first disc initially, and then I will proceed to go through with a time lapse for the process of getting this giant stack of games polished and cleaned and resurfaced. As you can see, this game has some scuffs and wear, not that much, but some nonetheless, as you can see as it catches the light. So now I will place it on the JFJ Easy Pro, lock the disc in place after putting the polishing pad on properly. Make sure that you always place it in the correct orientation. Screw on tight to make sure that it goes with the lid. Grab polishing compound. Apply liberally, specifically in the areas that you know it's going to make contact with the surface. Seems I need to open this bottle. I opened the other one, not the correct one. It happens from time to time. There we go. Drop compound. Apply a little bit more near the area that the disc is going to make contact with the actual pad. I might have used too much, but I'd rather use too much than too little and have it wind up sanding the disc too much. Snap it to place, turn the device on. 20 seconds appears to be fine given the condition of this disc. Once the disc is done being resurfaced after the setting that was applied, in this case 20 seconds, open, remove the disc from the top attachment, remove the protection, and here is the disc. As you can see, it appears to be very pristine now. Take the water sprayer, give it a nice spritz or two, just to make it so that you can get all of the excess compound off, and work in circles as opposed to in streaks. And dry off the disc. As you can see, it didn't leave any specific rings around the disc, and it appears to be in much better condition now. Right, and that is my current process. I don't really need to go through a polishing step. This appears to have done most of the work that was needed. I will go through the process of testing all of these games again to make sure that they function following this step And now time for the time lapse for this process. I will make a new stack on a surface so that way it doesn't get scratched up again. Okay. Okay, so roughly after an hour and 15 minutes, I managed to complete the resurfacing of roughly 50 PlayStation 2 games. This is the condition of the JFJ Easy Pro afterwards in regards to just how much it wound up taking in terms of wear and tear on the pad. The actual polishing pad is no longer waffle designed, and it is far more rounded. In comparison to the thickness, here is where it comes at before. So actually it did not take that much comparatively. It appears that I might get roughly another 50 or so discs out of this. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you posted in that regards. I'll have to clean this, obviously, and that will definitely need a good cleaning. In regards to the discs themselves, most of them came out looking almost pristine, if not a few surface scuffs, minor scratches, but nothing too major. Some of them looked horrifying and then wound up looking absolutely pristine afterwards. So it really just depends. You cannot tell which ones are far more deep set scratches versus others are just subsurface items that can really be buffed out quickly. Now, these are the games that did not clean as effectively after 20 seconds, so I will need to test to see if I can put them in for another 20 seconds, maybe even a minute, see how in-depth the scratches wind up going to be on them. But the games that needed more cleaning, and I will do further testing with, is Turok Evolution, Ratatouille, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus, upset about that one, Madden 2004, Max Hoffman's Pro BMX 2, Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift, Lord of the Rings The Two Towers, Rebel Raiders Operation Nighthawk, and SmackDown 2008 vs. Raw. So ultimately, about 9 games in total that needed to be investigated further, but the vast majority, almost 80%, wound up looking fairly pristine or pretty close to pristine afterwards. So I'd say that that's a pretty good result. Now, realistically, when I say pristine or almost pristine, there's going to be a few minor scratches. Only 4 or 5 of them wound up looking as if it was a brand new disc. There's minor scratches, minor scuffs, but that means that the game is fully playable without looking at the disc and being questioning about it. I want the discs to be in a good enough condition to ensure that I'd like to keep them in my collection or sell them, so that's the main goal. But I'll follow up and keep you all posted in terms of how this happens. I will start by cleaning this machine. Hello everyone, I figured I could give an update in regards to what happened following the resurfacing process. So only about 2 of the 50 plus discs that I resurfaced were unreadable. It was Matt Hoffman's BMX and Turok Evolution, which is unfortunate that Turok isn't functional, but as you can see from the video, the disc appears and looks like it's going to load. A loading bar attempts to appear, but then it just gets stuck in a loop and is unfortunately unable to be read. So out of all of the whole process, not that bad of a result. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope that you learned something specific about resurfacing discs using the JFJ Easy Pro. And thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.